What's up, everybody? Mel here, and today we're going to be doing our final Anthem review. Now, I have to be honest with you, this wasn't an easy review to write because there are a lot of things that are just kind of hard to put into words and kind of hard to grasp, and there's a lot of factors that I have to put into this review. So let's just jump right into it. Gameplay-wise, I'm going to give you guys the good stuff first. I like the combat system. The javelins feel really good to play with. The combat feels pretty satisfying to me. I like a lot of the high-octane, high-paced or fast-paced combat. And that satisfied me immensely. However, the story, while being great for most looter shooters, does kind of fall short on a number of areas. You don't really understand the relationships that a lot of the characters have with each other. There's a lot left unsaid, and the main villain is kind of an empty suit. No pun intended. And you'll see what I mean by that. If you play the game through, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. And that's all I'm going to say. As far as the rest of the game goes, there were a lot of bugs, and I've got to be honest, this game feels like it's just still in its beta form. And there's nothing that made that more apparent after having played the Division 2's beta and then playing this on release. This really does feel like it's in its beta stage rather than being a final full release AAA title. And that's part of the problem I have with this. This game has been in development for 6 years. And during that course, a lot of people from BioWare did leave the team and go on to other companies. So, and partially I can understand why the story's weaker in terms of comparing to other BioWare games. But overall, I have to say, this is a game right now that you can play through, have fun with, but I just don't see it being able to reliably be priced at $60 or more, and you buying it and feeling like you got your money's worth. At best, I can say if you really want to try it out for a month on Origin Premier Access, and then during that time you'll finish the game, get to the endgame, and you'll see what I mean. It's really not finished. It just doesn't feel finished. There are better looter shooters out there, and in fact the Division in its beta form feels so much better than this does. It's not even funny, and that's actually in a beta, and that's part of the problem. The other part of the problem I have is this game feels like it was rushed out the door. The two quote-unquote betas they had were actually demos, and those demos were not even release candidates, which means they weren't even betas. These were older versions of the game that we were being allowed to play maybe, let's say, an hour or two of, and then, well, that's the demo, and it's a demo. A demo is not a beta, and that's part of the problem I have with this. The other thing is, I just feel like the game is not doing well, and it's not. I mean, if you look at the sales figures, if you look at the reviews that are out there by other people, it's not doing well. And that, because it's published by EA, it leads me to believe that there's going to be a lot of horrible monetization added to it because it's not pulling in the money that they needed to pull in. So, I have to give it an honest review. I have to let you guys know how I feel, because as much as I do feel that there's a lot of potential to this game, it's a game that has been in development for 6 years and should not have been released in this state it's in. And on that alone, I would have to just say you gotta pass on it. Now, I'm gonna be putting out a review on the Division 2's beta and giving you my honest feedback on that as well. But right now, I have to say this, even though it has a lot of potential, I may revisit it in a couple of months to see how it's doing. But I have to be honest, at this point, I've already canceled my Origin Premier Access, and I'm going to mark it down as a kind of fun, quick experience. But it doesn't feel like it's a game that's worth more than $15, and that's the truth. There's just not enough there. So once again, hey, thanks for checking out my review. I know I sound a little bit down on this, but it's not an easy review to write. There's a lot of stuff that's gone on behind the scenes that you can look into any sort of gaming news to find out all the other stuff that's gone on surrounding this. I'm not going to cover this. This is just my straight gameplay review. So once again, thanks for coming by and checking it out.